Okay, got a few people coming in. Okay, I'm gonna set this on a tripod to get it set up for everything. Okay, I'm gonna try to, this time I'm gonna have it set to where my hat's not blocking everything off, so. But it is some kind of bright out here. About 73 degrees today. Hey, Chevy Heavy. Again, hi, Brenda, Cheryl, Ryan. Hope y'all are doing well. Cheryl, I hope your back gets better. So, this box opening is going to be something that's a follow-up from about a month and a half ago. I opened a box of high-end Paydirt Spencer Opal mine, and I just want to make sure everybody can hear. Can y'all hear me okay? Five by five. Let me know if you can hear me. Your volume is too low. Okay. I'll try to, is this better if I look up the camera? Waiting on that delay. Yes, okay, good deal. So this is a follow-up from about a month and a half ago. I opened some Paydirt from Spencer Opal mine, and it didn't turn out good. And so I reached out to them because they've always done me a good job. They're good folks, and I let them know what happened. I sent them some pictures, and as I suspected, it was just a fluke. They had an employee that was there that is no longer there, and that so the opal that I got out of that was so-so, and actually it was on the bad side. Most of it was cracked, some of it was just shattered to pieces. But again, I mean, accidents happen, things slip through, and as I said in that video, I thought that was the case. And as I said in that video, I was going to reach out to them again and find, give them an opportunity to make that right. And they did that. I wanted to take this time today and go through and let's process this batch of opal here, and let's see what it looks like. So I hadn't opened it. I'm going to open it from the bottom so we don't reveal any addresses. For those of you who aren't familiar with Spencer Opal Mines, they're in Spencer, Idaho. And they sent instructions on how to cut triplets and some information about their mine. So this is their pink opal. Let's get cut there. How many times do I get to cut? Okay, let's get this going. So, okay, we start out right here. First piece I picked up. Let me see where I need to put things. If you give me a second. This delay sucks. You can see that this has got color bars in it. A nice chunk of opal here. And I can see a color bar right in here. The second piece I picked up here. So I'm 2 for 2. Nice chunk of opal here. It's a nice color bar in there. Let me see where I need to go with this. Okay, that means I need to go back here. Okay, I hope y'all can see that color bar right along the top here. I was sitting in some other nebular obsidian. A great start. Much more what I expected to see out of a high-end Paydirt bag. And again, accidents happen. And so this has got opal in it, but it looks like it's common opal. I'll probably shave off the edge and take a look at it a little closer, but it's pretty. Okay, here's another piece of opal. And that one looks like it's common opal. This piece of rhyolite there. There's a piece of rhyolite. I'll be right back. I'm going to get something to let this soak. It'll make this quicker. All right. Okay. Here's another piece of opal. It's a small piece. It appears this is going to be common opal. I don't see any, I do not see any color in that. Some of this rhyolite that comes from their mine, and really that it's sitting too, makes some pretty cabs. Okay, so this is a piece of precious opal, and right about that black line there, you'll see there's a color bar. You'll see there's a color bar in there. I'll set that in the keeper pile. Look at the chat right quick. Hey Ryan, Calvin, so I see us come in. Thank you for joining me here. There's another piece. This is a small piece here, but this appears to be common opal. So I'm going to set it in that bucket there. There's a little nodule. You can tell that's got open. So this has got opal in it. And it almost looks like there's color in there. I cannot tell 100%, but the sun's kind of ducking in and out of the clouds right now. I'm gonna put that in the yes pile, and we'll look at it a little later. Here's another piece. This is common opal. Some rhyolite. You can see this piece right here. It's got some opal in it. It's a small piece, but it's a nice piece. You can see a lot of flashing, a lot of color play going on in that. So here's another chunk with opal. I'm not seeing any color in it, but man, it looks like it ought to have color. Sometimes if you take and slice the edge just a little bit, the color will pop out. So I think that may be what's up with that. Here's another piece. It's got another small piece, but it does have a color bar in it. So you can see that along the bottom edge of that. This is a nice little chunk right here. This is all 3/4 of an inch wide and about 1 1/4 inches long. And I see at least 2 color bars in this. And so that's going to be something good there. Let me check the chat. Hey Lonnie, hope you're feeling better, buddy. Okay. So this is a nodule, that just basically means it needs to be cut open to see if there's anything inside it. Another nodule. This piece of common opal. Okay, this has got opal in it, and you can see quite a bit of flash along the edge. Looks like that one's going to have some good play of color in it. We'll look at these a little closer after I go through all this. But the quality here is what I was expecting the first go around, and what I would just expect from their high-end Paydirt. It's good stuff. This is very good stuff. Okay, this is another piece of opal, and it has color in it as well. It's got color on this side that you can see. It, I can't tell if it's going to be busted up or not, but you know, that kind of goes with it. That stuff gets busted up. It's basically glass, so. Another chunk of opal. You can see a pretty big piece of opal here, and there's one and maybe two color bars that I can see in this. It's common opal. It's just rhyolite and obsidian here. Got a little bit of opal across the top, but it's all common. Module. If you order this stuff, be sure and go back through and cut the big pieces of rhyolite that you have, especially where rhyolite and obsidian come together. And these nodules, go through and cut them, because there's a chance that you'll, you know, one of those will be full of opal. So in order to process it properly, that's the way to do it. Let me say that's the way I do it. So here's a piece of opal. I can see some color in the smaller part up top, but there could also be some color in this. It's probably going to be confined to that top piece, but that still lets, I can definitely get something out of that. Here's another piece with opal in it. Probably not going to get a stone out of it, but I'm pretty sure y'all can see the color play going on this. I see green in there for sure. Okay, so let's go to add some more here. You got, whoa, whoa. That has a chunk in it. Rinse the soap off here. So, 2, 3. I saw 3 color bars right quick in this. This is a couple of inches this way and an inch and a half, a good inch and a half that way. I hope y'all are able to see those colors in that. But you can see this is where it's formed in the obsidian. Here's another piece of opal. I think that is common opal. I don't see any color at all in that. But I will go back and double check. I'll grind the edge or saw the edge and double check. Here's some more opal. Looks like that's going to be common too. But man, I'm getting some nice pieces of opal out of this. I'm definitely satisfied with the quality of this. So this has got a piece of opal on top, and it does have color in it. See some reds and greens. It's got a pretty decent color bar on it. It ought to cut a decent stone. Here's another piece of opal. This one also has got color in it. 1, 2, 3. I see 3 color bars in there. You can see about the width of it and length. So, I mean, I could definitely see a teardrop coming out of that. Probably 2 of them because of the spread on the color bars. So that's So while I'm going through this, when I talked to Isaac, I told him, I said, well, you know, if this was a mistake that happened, that, you know, that first box that got out, well, I'll just take that video down. And Isaac encouraged me not to, because everybody messes up. And he said they do too sometimes. And but you can see that they're making it right. So this is opal here. It appears to be common opal. Appears to be common opal. Here's some opal. Let's listen to it. Some more opal. Man, I don't see the color in there, but I'm almost sure it's going to have some, the way that looks. Here's another piece of opal. And you can see there's one strong color bar here across the top. and I see another one down along the bottom. I hope that's coming across. If it doesn't, we'll look at it after we're done. We'll have a lot closer look at this. So this has opal. Let's see if it's common or if it's precious. Oops. Told you it's fragile. Let's see. This appears to be common opal. I don't see any color at all. And here's a piece here. Also common opal. And here's a piece, that's common opal. But common opal does polish up and make the roller pretty strong. It just doesn't have the color play in it. Okay, here's another piece of precious opal. That it's got a color bar going right through there. I don't think that's picking up. It may. So this is opal here too. I believe that's common opal. Dump some more in here. Julie, Don. I didn't miss anybody, but if I did, it wasn't on purpose. Oh, look at that. This one here, I saw it before I put it in. It has got a fat color bar coming through here and another one coming right along the bottom. Look at the chunk here of opal. The nodule. That one's common opal. It's a nice chunk. It's common opal. This is a small sample, but and I wouldn't be so worried about this, but when you get the bigger pieces that have the rhyolite growing right up next to the obsidian, that's a good place to check. When you're going through and processing the regular stones, that's a good place to check. Just this. To check for opal between those two areas. Quite a few nodules in there. That'll be fun to cut. And there'll probably be a little bit of opal in there. I don't know how much, but it's part of it. Okay, here's another piece of opal. See the pink band going through there. Man, that ought to have color in it. I don't see any though. I'm still going to stick it over there. I think that's probably going to have color. Okay, here's a piece of opal here. Not a real big piece. But it does have color. So here's another. Let me check for color. Here's another piece of opal. Yep, that one's got color in it too. Whoa, whoa. So right off the end of this obsidian here, there's a piece of opal with a lot of color in it. It's a nodule. And another one. These guys at Spencer are good people. They are really good people. And, if you're able to, I'd encourage you to buy some of their Paydirt. This is their high-end Paydirt bag, and this is a chunk of opal in here. You can see, I don't know how deep it goes here, but I'm going to move that closer to the camera, and I hope y'all can see the colors in there. I believe there's 2 color bars. There's one solid bar in there that's really nice. Here's another chunk. Little chunk, but it's got color in it. It's got, looks like maybe 2 bars. But the bars weren't straight on that one. But that's part of working opal too. There's a piece of opal. I was going to say common opal, but you can see it's got red fire right here in the side. Here's another piece that's a good, it's got color in it as well. So here's a piece that has some precious opal at the top. And that has a piece of common opal in it. think that's opal in there. It's hard to tell. I'm going to toss it in there. It's all going to get rechecked. So. This is opal here. I didn't spray this off yet. What's the big comment? There's a piece right here, and it has some color in it. I'm not sure if that's showing up on camera, but we'll look at it at the end here. We've gone through about 3/4 of the dirt here. About 3/4 of the bag. So this, here's the big common open. Good, that is a chunk. And that chunk has color. Look at that chunk of opal right there. So there's 2 color bars at the bottom. There's 1 at the top. These 2 are red. This one's green. I'm not sure if there's anything in between them, but that's pretty. Let me check the chat. Yeah, hey Allison, opal fever is real and I got it bad. Okay. So this is cool because this is, I don't know if they call them rose or rosettes, but this is the first one I've seen that had color in it. This one's got green color play going on in it. Don't know that you can cut a stone out of it. Maybe you can. I'm going to have to figure that out, but it's that was the first time I've seen that. Okay, here's another piece of precious opal with a lot of color in it. Okay, I'm trying to find out where to put this. I think my camera moved too. There's a little piece of common. Says smoker. Barely see some color in that one. Jelly right there. There's a piece of jelly, but it looks like it's got a little bit of color. It does have some color in it. Huh. I didn't realize their jelly opal could have that. Okay. We're almost into the first string or so. Which that's a 1/2 inch. Okay, here's a piece. It's got a little bit of color in it, but it's real close to being common opal. Oh, this is common. Piece of opal. And that appears to be common opal. And that's common opal. The sun's getting down over here pretty quick. There's a chunk of opal. Yep, and that's got color in it. I've got to kind of move a little faster because I'm losing the sunlight. It's getting blocked by the house next door. Piece of common opal. Piece of common. Hey, I'm all right with that. All the big pieces, and I got some really big pieces of precious opal. This right here is some precious opal. not much to do with it. It's a little sliver, but definitely could work for inlays. Common. It's open. Common. There's a little sliver. And it's precious opal. Got a piece of precious in here. And a piece of color in there. A piece of common opal. Well, I'll tell you what, the color, background color on their opal is very nice and white. Got a very pretty white on it. It's common. It's common. This piece is common opal. It's common. Got to pull it off camera, guys. Sorry, I got losing the sun. That was common. This is getting down to some pretty small stuff. Common. There's a piece of precious opal. I can't. The sun's already down too far to show you. Another little piece of precious opal. Okay, common. So I'm just going to go ahead. Well, there's a chunker there. I'm going to go ahead and pick the opal out of this and separate it out. I'll show you if I get anything that's just spectacular. Y'all just chat away and have a good visit right now. Again, I'm going to make a second pass through here. Appreciate everybody coming, and if you don't mind, reach over and tap that like button. Okay, that's fine. So I think what I'm going to do is stop here for now, and I'm going to move the camera, and I'm going to try to get into some sunlight so we can have a look at these opals. I'll finish processing the rest of this smaller stuff. But let's look at what we got good here. Almost there. All right, close your eyes if you got a weak stomach. I'm going to move this. Okay, we're right over the middle of that bucket. Let's look at some opals here. There's a chunk. Let's see here. I hope that color's showing. Oh, I just saw it flash down there at the bottom. That is a huge chunk of opal right there. Here's another big chunk. I know I saw a color. There it is on this side. It's got a fat bar going right through there. And then this appears to be common down at the bottom. This is another chunk here. Some great opal. I see reds and greens. Multiple color bars. Here's another big old chunk here. Got a fat color bar there at the bottom. Let's see if I can get it in frame here. Yeah, fat color bar there at the bottom. I can't see your comments right now, but I will look at them here before long. See purple, a lot of purple in that one. Hope that's coming across well. So this is one of those nodules that I was talking about. And look at the size of that opal in it. And over here on the side, you can see the bars. You see this bar goes all the way along there. Hope it runs all the way deep too. Sorry. I get to looking at the color play and I'll drift out of frame there. Yeah, there's more color down at the bottom. I would say this is a fantastic deal. Definitely satisfied. This one does have color. I'm not seeing it right here, and y'all aren't either while I don't have it in the frame. But I saw it in there before, and that's why I put it in there. So I'm seeing the same thing with this. Hard to see the color in it, I guess, in the evening sun. When the sun was a little higher, it popped. Okay, you can see on this one, you can see some color in there. You can really see some color in this little top piece. I don't know if these bars mean that would be pink opal if it's, running through there or not. I don't know enough about that opal to tell for sure. That had just a little bitty flash in it. I don't think that's picking up. It's got some light flash. I don't think that one's showing. I guess here you can see it best along this edge here. Right along the long part of that. You can see the color plays along the bottom. There's 2 bars along the bottom, and there's at least 1 across the top here. The 2 red ones along the bottom, and then there's a green one at the top. Well, we might get to look at that one again. It slipped right back into the bucket. Yeah, so you can see the color play in this. I'm seeing 2 color bars, but they're real close together. And I thought I saw one down at the bottom too, so maybe 3 there. This one looked like common opal to me, but it's got some color showing up right at the very bottom. And so I'll have to have a look at that. It's just a little piece. But it's got some color, nice color in it. There's some color right under my finger here. So you can see the quality of material that I got was very good. The thinner color bars are common to Spencer Opal. I mean, that's not a bad thing. You can still do full stones out of it, but there's a lot of times you use doublets and triplets. But you can see I got a bunch of material here. Thank you, Julie. I just saw that pop up. I think that was Julie. You know, I had confidence in the guys. Man, I've never seen them be anything but good to people. And so, you know, I couldn't expect them to be any different. Just mistakes happen. Now, I thought this was going to be common opal, but I saw some color popping right in here. It's kind of milky. Here's some color right at the where the opal hits the rhyolite. Where's my finger? There it is. These things are drying off fast. I know y'all can see that pan, and I just can't see how anybody'd be disappointed in that right there. Pretty colors, a lot of colors in that. See color running through the lower part of that. And around there. Ooh, and there's a bar at the top too. And this is not the one that we had a while ago. Ooh, I don't know if y'all can see that red. There's red and green bar going right through there. I know you can't see it when it's not in frame. Okay, almost done. So I'm not, oh, there it is right there. It's on this face here. Let's see if I turn it that way if it makes a difference. Only if it's in frame. Okay. Right through that middle area. Sure there was some at the bottom. Needless to say, I got a lot of material to work. This is that piece of the rosette or rose or whatever that had some color in it. Good grief, look at the color in this. That is just solid. I don't get enough of that. It never gets old. Okay. Well, that's it. We got through it again from Spencer Opal Mines, and very happy with the material that I got, and they're great people. I'd encourage people to reach out to them. You can order your own Paydirt, they say, and you can order your own Paydirt. They have some options as low as I think 45 shipped. Hey, Beth. Yeah, Beth, you can see how much different this one is than the last time. I know we talked about that afterwards, but after I reached out to them, they took care of that, and they had someone that worked there that's no longer there, and it was a mistake. But man, I'm tickled to death with what I got, and I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all coming, and I appreciate the Spencer Opal team. And that's all I've got for now. I may be able to go live a little later after Brian and Julie. I've got a box from Ozone that needs to be opened, and then I got some tumble from 2 weeks ago that I pulled out that I wanted to show. But anyhow, I hope y'all have a great evening. Julie and Brian are going to be going live here. That's AZRE, or Arizona Rockhound Expeditions. Cheryl, Jeff, could one of y'all put that in the chat if y'all haven't already? Put that link in the chat. I appreciate that. And Don says that Agate Bay's got something going on right now, and Julie says it's going to be about an hour and 45 minutes before they get going on their live this evening. So anyhow, hope you all have a great afternoon, evening, and we'll catch you on the next one. Till then, y'all take care.